we will start with coach's opening thoughts and then go for questions.
Yeah, congrats to Xavier. They have Sean's got a really good team. I knew coming in the game would be a tough challenge. They can really score the ball, and they're a tough-minded team defensively, like their head coach. This place is an awesome college basketball venue. This is my third time being in here, and so it's just a great place to play. Got tremendous fans, great energy in the building. Obviously, the turnovers killed us. 18 turnovers. I don't think you're going anywhere on the road, especially in a place like this against a team like that and win. Then I thought we fouled too much in the second half. They're not going to miss very many free throws, and so we kind of, we shot ourselves in the foot. I did think we were very competitive in the second half defensively. I thought we did a pretty good job guarding a team that's a pretty good offensive team. We just couldn't sustain anything offensively without turning it over, and so that's something that we obviously have to get fixed really fast. I know they made 10 threes, but I would have to go back and look, but I imagine 3 or 4 of those were just on offensive rebounds, not really out of what they were doing. And so I was very pleased with the way we defended in the half court for the most part, but we obviously got some offensive things that we need to fix. Well, it's an honor to play here where Skip coached. It's really a strange way I met Skip. For the only time I met him was about 12 hours before he passed. So I was an assistant at Tennessee. I was in Orlando recruiting. We went to the hotel to go to bed. I walked out. I happened to just be standing in the same hallway that he was in. He introduced himself to me. Of course, I knew who he was. He went to the left. I went to the right. And 12 hours later, he was gone. He flew home. And then, for me to be able to follow him, to be a head coach at Wake Forest is an honor and a privilege, because I know how much he was loved, not only here in Cincinnati, but all over across the country, and especially in Winston-Salem. And so I think, he would have been disappointed that we lost if he's probably 50 if he's got that 50-50 shirt on, right? But he would have looked down today and said those two teams competed really hard, and I know he would have appreciated that. Mark has become a friend because when I was at East Tennessee State, he was the head coach of Western Carolina, so I've gotten to know him. But an unbelievable legacy that he left here and that he left in Winston-Salem. Questions?
Steve, you had a couple guys with a little bit bigger roles today, it seemed, and Devin Cosby and, of course, Churchill. What did you see from those guys with what they were doing today?
Well, I thought DC played really well the night, against Upstate. And I could just see it coming. You got to remember, he didn't play a lot last year. We played on a team with the Final Four, but he broke his foot probably in February and never played again. And so he was out all summer too. He didn't get going until basically August. So I continually see him improve. He's got a really pretty good basketball IQ. He's trying harder defensively. Church is a hard playing dude, and maybe he felt better because he was back in a Big East arena. I don't know, coming from DePaul last year, but I've seen that in him. I've told you guys, we've only played one other team with legitimate size, and that was Michigan, but it was a tight game, and we just didn't get him in there. But he'll continue to play more. He's got great energy, rebounds, plays hard. You just got to take care of the ball a little bit.
From a macro perspective, what are you seeing right now from the point guard position, and what are you going to need to see moving forward to kind of get this team moving a little bit better offensively?
Yeah, I don't think the point guard is the problem. I thought Hunter played. He had too many turnovers today, and Cameron. I just think it's ball movement, guys holding the ball too much, not moving, sharing it, trusting each other. After I called a timeout in the second half when they made a little run. I just ran motion. They moved it 3 or 4 times. Got a drive. He got fouled. There's got to be more of that. So. I thought Ty came in and played pretty well. He's just got to slow down a little bit sometimes in transition, but he opened up the lane for us a little bit. Our problems are offensively, and we just got to continue to work at it.
Coach, when you're preparing for this Xavier team, what stands out about Ryan Conwell's game?
Does he ever miss? He shoots the ball with a lot of confidence, and Sean does a lot of good stuff to get him to get him, a couple things to get him open, but a lot of those come in transition too, so you gotta get back and find him. And then when you do that, that stretches your defense, and then they throw it inside, you know, so you gotta try to make him bounce it, but he's got really good size, plays with a lot of confidence. He's a really good player. You know, we just fouled him too much. I mean, he went 5 for 14 from the field, you know what I mean? I think we did a pretty darn good job. We just can't foul, and a lot of those came in the second half, you know, and so that's something we just gotta clean up. McKnight's a really good player too, I've seen him play a lot. But again, you know, those guys are 9 for 27 together. You know, I've seen them go 20 for 27 together, right? And so I think we did a good job there. We just, we fouled too much, and we turned it over too much. You know, 18 turnovers is too many.
Steve, along those lines, of the 18 turnovers, 14 came from your three captains. Does that make things easier to clean up or harder to clean up?
I don't want them to ever, you know, turn the ball over that much. They are going to handle the ball a lot, you know, and so they're going to have a lot of responsibility, but that's just not what they can do. They can't have that, you know, all three of them, you know, and I knew that coming in at the end of the game, and so they have to play better. They know that. They're conscientious. I thought our team played hard and competed all the way through. I thought I thought we had a chance coming out of a timeout. We drew up a play, had a wide, Hunter's about to get a dunk on a backdoor play, and we turned it over. And they come down and get a 3-point play, and makes it tough from there. You know, and that's a play we've run a lot over the years, and it's got to be a high pass, not a bounce pass, because when you're a defender, you snap your head and you're taught to put your hand here for the passing lane, so that ball's got to go right over his ear. And he's wide open. He's going to dunk that. And so I thought that was a big play. And then they come down and got a 3-point play. And you got to give them credit. They got, I think, 2 3-point plays on 50-50 balls. Just balls that were anybody's ball to get. They got it. And not only did they score, they got a 3-point play. So, yeah, you're right. 14 of those 18 turnovers came from 3 seniors, 3 starters.
There's about that 7-minute stretch early in the game there where they went on a 16-2 run.
Yeah.
Did you feel like that was the turnovers? You guys just not getting good shots on your end, or what really stood out to you about that
I would
stretch?
probably just, for me, it would be turnovers. You know, I don't, you know, I have to go back and watch it, but yeah, it's a good. I mean, obviously, when you turn the ball over, you're not even getting a shot up. You know, and I thought that really hurt us throughout the game. You know. I don't know. You know, hey, look, we got the ball at the basket a couple times. We didn't score. Trey tricked a couple off. Efton missed a layup. We had a transition situation where Hilton travels. It should have been a lob pass for a dunk. We kind of shot ourselves in the foot a bunch in a lot of situations too. But that's just something I have to go back and check.
Anything else? All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.